Hi everyone. The first thing I'd like to say is I want to express my very sincere hope that you are well and the people around you, the people you care for, your friends, your family, your loved ones, are in good shape and are finding their way through what is such a difficult situation for all of us, something we've never experienced before. Looking from the outside in, looking at how you're engaging with online lessons, how you're responding to staff who are calling home on a regular basis, I would say that you're showing tremendous strength of character and a real kind of determination. And if Monix is playing a part in that by giving you the structure that you need, by giving you the support links that you need, then obviously that's the least we can do. That's what we're there for. And I'll say more about that at the end about keeping in touch with us. But um, we're going to get through this. We miss you at college. We hope to see you back soon. I'll say more about timescales later on, but really this video message is intended to get some really important messages out to you about qualifications, about learning, about teaching, etc. So I would be grateful to you that even if this is in totality quite a long message, please pay attention to all of it. Even if you take a break halfway through, please pay attention to everything that's in this message or series of messages. I'm going to talk to you about GCSEs and A-levels. I'm also going to give some key messages for students on BTEC and Level 2 programs and other vocational courses. And I'm going to address students who are in their first year, whether that's Level 2 or the first year of a Level 3 or A-level program, with the intention of progressing into next year. So there's something for absolutely every student here to digest and understand. And there will be a transcript of this video message that will be available in a kind of letter you can read, and that will go through Teams and the usual channels in the next day or so. So first of all, I want to talk to you about GCSEs and A-levels. So this is for you if you are entered for a GCSE course or an A-level course that is due to finish this summer. Now, you already know that there are no exams, but we now know what is happening with regards to the awarding of grades. So I can confirm to you that the college will be making its own centre-assessed grade judgment and will be submitting its assessment of the grade that you would have got if you were to complete the assessment process. And we will be submitting that to awarding bodies at the end of May. We'll also be, as required, we'll also be ranking students, listing students within a particular grade as to who was the highest achiever in that grade boundary, who was the second highest, third highest, etc. So if there were 10 students who were destined to get a B grade in an A-level, for example, then we will be ranking those students according to the highest achieving B grade student right the way through to the student who was 10th in that ranking. You will not see that. That's not something that you can ask us for. That's not something that we're at any liberty to give you whatsoever. That's entirely confidential, and we submit that to the awarding body, who will then apply a moderation process, I'm sure. The grades may change, they may not. That's the nature of moderation. But you will not find out at any point what your centre assessed grade was. But rest assured that we will be basing that centre assessed grade on all of the hard work that you have done throughout the year. Everything that you've done that is positive, every bit of hard work that you put in will help us formulate the grade that we think is a fair and reasonable grade to give you. And I would therefore say that we must now talk about what happens with those courses. If we've been instructed to prepare grades to award to you, what happens with your courses? At the moment, we've been asking you to continue with online teaching and submit work as per the requirements of your teachers. Okay, so that starts to change right now, and I need you to understand this. But there's a distinction to be made here between students who are actual leavers finishing college this year, and students who are on a level 2 program or are in the first year of a 2-year course, who are sitting a GCSE exam this year but will be with us next year. Okay, so first of all, I'm talking just to leavers. So those GCSE courses and year 2 A-level courses for leavers come to an end now. You have an Easter break, and online teaching for those students on those courses will not continue after the Easter break. I'm only talking about students who are leaving college. So there is no continuation of online teaching if you are on a GCSE course or an A-level course and you are a college leaver this year. However, what I want to say, and it's so important that you understand this, that if you are entered for a FEM course, English or Maths GCSE or functional skills, and you are, for example, level 2 or you're in year 1 and expecting to continue into college next year, the online teaching does continue, because we can't guarantee that you will get the appropriate high grade that you need. For example, in GCSE, a grade 4. The pass rate, generally speaking, is nowhere near 100%. So if you don't continue with your online teaching, then it means that when you come back to college and resume your studies, you will be so far behind. And if you got a pass grade this summer, well, that might be fine, but we can't guarantee. So I'm asking you that if you are a continuing student on GCSE or other FEM courses, you stay with the online teaching, and that will resume on the 20th of April. And I'll say more about the timetable later on. Can I next please talk about vocational courses? And so let's talk about BTEC year 2 and also level 2 BTEC courses. There still has not been an announcement about how grades will be awarded. Now, I'm expecting this announcement soon, and I'm expecting it to be very, very similar to the judgment that's been made about how grades will be awarded to A-levels and GCSEs. I expect there to be a centre-assessed grade method as well. But for now, and it may only be for a few more days, but for now, please just continue as normal. If you've got tasks to do, assignments to complete, carry on doing that. All of that will contribute to the centre assessed grade. Please follow the directions of your teachers, in other words. Next, can I please talk to students who are on level 3 year 1, which includes A-levels, and BTEC students in year 1. I'm going to say to you, it is so vital in so many ways that you keep working. Okay, we've got the Easter break and there are no online lessons until 20th of April, but you're still on course, you're still learning, you're still part of the college, you're still a college student. This closure that we are experiencing, that is going to go on for a little while longer, is potentially a big disruption to your education, but it doesn't have to be, and that's the crucial thing. It is within your grasp to make sure that your education, your learning, your progression to university in 1 year's time or in 2 years' time is not adversely affected by this. So please, 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 as you have been doing, keep going with the online teaching. It's not ideal, but I'm sure you'll agree with me that teachers are putting in a fantastic effort to learn a new way of delivering content and ideas and knowledge to you. Please stay engaged with it. Attendance has been good. I'm pleased with attendance. So online lessons continue for continuing students after the 20th of April. Take a moment over Easter to think about how well you've been getting on with this. How good is your study environment at home? Have you got yourself your own private space? Even if it's just a part of a room which is yours, where you're organized, it's decluttered. That's where you go. That almost as if you were running your own business from home, and the work you put in help the business grow. Think of your learning like that. Look at yourselves as professional learners. Eat well, do exercise. Whatever it is, follow the guidance, but the guidance does include getting out and each day just getting some exercise. Work on that, work on your body, work on your mind, and take a moment over Easter just to think, well, how has it gone for me so far? What could I do to improve? Okay, next thing, for all of you who are returning to online teaching after the 20th of April, so that's all of those continuing students who are expecting to be with us next year, the timetable will change. You know that we've reduced the lessons down to 60 minutes. We're really confident that giving you the timetable to follow gives you structure in your day-to-day life. It's good in many, many ways. But what we are going to do is concertina, condense, if you like, the college day. So we're going to be running a timetable where the 3 lessons all take place between 10 o'clock and 1:30. You'll get information from teachers on this, but our lessons, so get this, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, then a short break, 11:15 to 12:15, and then a short break, and 12:30 to 1:30. So you can manage your day and everything else, all the other responsibilities that you've got, including getting that exercise, beyond the hours of 10 till 1:30. So look out for that change. It's coming soon. Please stay in contact with us. Can I say all students, including those whose courses are finishing soon, you still have the college there for you. You're still a part of the college. You're still part of this community. And just because your year 2 A-level course is finishing, or just because your course has come to an end in a sense, it doesn't mean to say that all of the stresses and strains of life and all of the kind of difficult issues that get thrown at you, or stressful domestic situations, they're all potentially still there, and so is the college. So we're going to keep the calling home service going. We're going to keep checking in with you, and remember, it's a two-way thing. So if you have concerns or questions or anxieties, if you're completely stressed out, you can contact that contact person or your personal mentor, or get in contact with a teacher. I'm also going to say that if you've got questions about what happens next, what's going on with my studies, my grades, my university offer, etc., use the email info@sgmc.ac.uk to send in questions, and then we'll bounce back out to you some frequently asked questions and the answers to those questions. Also, just for good kind of connectivity with the college, remember that Talent Lab Online is there. There's activities each day where you can just do something just to think about your health and think about your future. Dip into that as best you wish. But mainly know that there's always somebody who can help you at the college. We are all over this. When we set off with closure, we said that one of the big things about how we were going to approach this is to keep in contact with students. It's a big theme. So please respond to that. Can I just say that if you are a progressing student going to university, I know you've had this message already, but please don't make rash decisions about UCAS choices. Talk to us if you get an unexpected, all of a sudden out of the blue, you get an unconditional offer from a university. Talk to us. Don't rush into anything. We will, over the summer, for students who are continuing with us, we will be starting to integrate into the weeks that follow some preparation for your university application. and some research into universities, just as if you were at college normally. I'm going to say to you that I know that initially we said the closure was only going to continue until the 20th of April. That was the right thing for us to say. We were following government guidelines. I'm going to say to you now that college closure extends as a minimum through to the end of May. I still have some hope that in June we could start to get some students back into some lessons. I just don't know. I have to follow the rules. I think there are all sorts of scenarios here. But for sure, we won't be back at college during the month of May. And that would take us up to the half term as a minimum. I keep you informed on that. I do have some kind of intelligence around, what's likely to happen with academic year, etc. But I'm just going to keep it simple right now and just say that college closure is extended by a further 5 weeks at this point in time. So please, thanks so much for listening, and please stay safe and stay connected. I think we are here, and I know that teachers they've got stuff to look after as well, and people to care for as much as you or I. But together we're all here. If you've got any kind of questions or comments, please by all means send it through to that info@sgmc.ac.uk line. And for now, I'd say have a restful Easter if you can, and stay in touch and stay safe and stay healthy. Bye bye.